everybody. So today I wanted to do a little editorial, something that's been bothering me, something I've been thinking about a lot lately, and hopefully it can make some degree of sense to all of you and you can understand what I'm trying to say. I all love movies that are part of this weird little YouTube community that we have, and blogging community, whatever you might be a part of. We do. That's why we do it. We have a passion for it. We like talking about it. A lot of times we don't have anybody in our lives to talk about these experiences that we have at the cinema, and so we reach out to these online communities as a way of sharing these experiences that we have. And that's a really amazing thing, and it's a very positive thing 99% of the time. One thing that does bother me a little bit, and I want to talk about it, and today it kind of came to the forefront, I guess, of my consciousness, because there's a difference between opinions and opinion makers. We are all unique individuals with unique histories, unique ideas, unique religions, unique philosophies on life, unique families, unique places that we live, all these different things. And all of those things come together to give us a particular perspective on art. And if you were to show 15 people the same work of art, you would probably get not only the 15 people that are like it or don't like it, but you would get that maybe 15 different people thought that it meant different things and had different interpretations for it, different emotions prescribed to it. It's the same way with going to a lecture. Say I'm going to a self-improvement lecture. It may be the exact same speech, but I may get something about, say, self-confidence. Where another person, maybe going through a divorce, may get something about communication from the exact same speech. I've seen that happen a million times. And that's good. That's great, in fact, because it means that this thing that we call art is powerful to affect lots of different kinds of people. If all movies and all art only affected one different particular kind of person and only spoke to one different particular kind of person, then that would be really boring. More like sports, where sports tends to speak to one particular kind of person, and they like it and they like their team, and that's cool. But movies and art should speak to a wide range of interests and people in different ways. And some things people are going to like, and some things people are not going to like. And that's great. And the problem that I have is when we confuse the opinion with the opinion maker. And there is a particular YouTuber, Grace Randolph, but a lot of them do this, but she's the worst, who seems to get this confused more than the normal person. Recently, she just did her La La Land review, and it wasn't enough for her to explain an argument about why it didn't work for her, which I had a few nitpicks about that movie of why it didn't work as masterpiece level as others, even though I still gave it an A-, and it's still in my top 20 for the year. I had a few little things, but I stated that argument, and she had an argument, and that's fine, and that's great, and I love that she has unique opinions, but she always takes it a step further and criticizes the people that like said art, said films, and or the people that don't like it. So in her Batman v Superman analysis, you know that there's like a conspiracy against Batman v Superman, and everybody's like colluding against it, and everyone hates it, and it's just like, no, people just have different opinions. Like, I don't understand how she can think that her opinion is so right all the time and never look at what other people have to say and say, okay, I can see your perspective. That makes sense from your point of view. You know, and it's really interesting because she didn't like Suicide Squad, so all of a sudden there's no conspiracy about Batman v Superman. There's this conspiracy against it. And it just makes me crazy. And she did it with Pixels, she did it with Fantastic Four. And it doesn't matter to me, Gods of Egypt, it doesn't matter to me that she doesn't like the movies or does like the movies. That's great. Again, I think diversity of opinion should be applauded, but it's the fact that she always then goes on and attacks people, sometimes quite personally, that have different opinions than her. And I find that we do that quite frequently these days. And, you know, it was interesting. What made me think of this today was one of my friends on Twitter, Orla, was talking about how she wished that life would be easier for her if she didn't like La La Land. And at first I was like, wait a minute, it's way harder to have an unpopular opinion than to have a popular opinion. Well, I kind of understand what she's saying though. Every movie has flaws. Every movie has flaws. And when something speaks to you, you don't care about those flaws. But somebody can bring it up and bring up the flaws, and you're like, yeah, that's there. That's true. Or, yeah, I can see your point, but I still love it. And so it's actually, in a way, kind of harder to defend something you love versus kind of attack something you don't like. It can be hard to have an unpopular opinion as well, as I'm sure I will learn in the next couple weeks when I post my Wreck-It Ralph review. But I hope when I have an unpopular opinion, I stick to my opinion and I'm not attacking the people that love said art. I think that's great. I love that they love it. I just don't love it, and here I'm going to give you my reasons why I don't love it. And I think that if you do that, then people can respect your opinion even if they disagree. And we can have a healthy conversation about the different ways that we see. Recently in my Rogue One review, I mentioned that I thought the plot of Force Awakens was really tight and that I kind of saw a clear focus throughout the whole film. Well, Sean Chandler, one of my friends, he disagreed with that. He didn't think that it was tight, and he stated some reasons why, and I said, interesting that you feel that way. I disagree, and I can see why you feel that way. And we had a healthy conversation, and that's great. Yay! And so there's no reason that we have to be mean and that we have to attack people who think differently than us, because that makes me sad that Orla is feeling like she can't love something that she loves just because other people are attacking her because of something that she loves, which is lovable. Like, I might have had a few issues, but La La Land is not a hateable movie. It's not like it's something that is like offensive and is like discriminatory towards a group or something like that. That's one thing, but like, it's a fine movie. I mean, if it doesn't speak to you, that's fine, but the people who like it shouldn't be made to feel badly about liking said movie. And I've had this happen a lot, actually, particularly, I have to say, with Frozen. And I see the flaws in Frozen. I get it. I watch it. I love it. And I sometimes resent that I feel like people are trying to take that away from me and they don't want me to love it. And I'm like, no, I do love it. And and I don't know why it bothers them that I love it. And sometimes I think that does. And I love Force Awakens so much. And sometimes that bothers people that I love it. And I don't know why. Why do you care that I love something that you don't love? Really sad about that. And people can like Frozen, they can hate Frozen. They can like La La Land, they can hate La La Land. It doesn't matter. It's okay. This is just a vehicle for sharing opinions, and it should be fun. And everybody messes up sometimes. The other day when my friend the Lawn Gnome posted his Suicide Squad review, I got a little heated. I was a little frustrated. And I realized after I posted a comment on his things, and I messaged him and said, I'm sorry, I was rude, I apologize. And he accepted my apology. That's how grown-ups behave. That's how we should behave. We should forgive, we should listen, we should try to understand other people's point of view, because that is when the movies are the greatest. Movies are a machine for creating empathy. That's what Roger Ebert said. They are there to help us understand another person's point of view. And that's what it certainly shouldn't be ostracizing people because of an opinion that they had about a film. And I may make jokes about like Adam Sandler or something like that, that I hate Adam Sandler movies so much. But if other people like them, awesome. Good for them. That's great. So, I just want us to be a little more respectful and to try to look at things from others' point of view and see what logic, what argument are they trying to say here? What points are they trying to make? Let's be nice. Let's be kind. Lately, I have been trying to support people who have the courage to have an unusual opinion, a diverse opinion about something that is just uniformly loved. And but I couldn't do that with Grace because she took it to that level of insulting the people that do love it. And there are lots of examples actually of people who didn't. The real Mr. Robinson didn't like La La Land, but and I'll post his review in the descriptions, but he didn't criticize people that did like it. He just stated his opinion about why he didn't like it. And that's awesome. Good That's great. So anyway, that's just my thought about that. I hope that we can be a little kinder, a little more respectful, and especially as we're coming to Oscar season, and just state our opinions and listen to others and try to have a fun time with this. So thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.